They were the stress of the drought, really, I mean, yeah. You could try and duplicate everything that you did this year, next year, and it won't add up the same. Like,
Guys, if you're just getting here, there's coffee, donuts, compliments, and farm credit up there. Sure, welcome to help yourself. We'll get started here in about 5-6 minutes. If you'd like to look over title insurance, that's in our handout. And also, we have some old maps from the 40s and 60s on this property. If you might like to look that over, we have copies for you available to look at. Get started here shortly. Make sure to get some coffee and donuts before we get started.
corn was up yesterday, it finished up 7, and then this morning it was up 3. So I had yeah. So,
Yes, we got 3 minutes to start time, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to get coffee and donut, compliments of Farm Credit. There's also an informational handout, a farm data report there in the back table. You're sure welcome to look through that. If you have any questions, talk to one of our staff before we get started. Once we get going, we'll go through a little bit about the property, method of sale, the terms, get in there to bid so you guys can back out and harvest them. I want to thank you for coming out, taking time out of your harvesting schedule for the land sale. Again, about 2 minutes to start time. Ladies and gentlemen, I got 10:30. We're going to get the sale underway. If you guys would like to get your coffee and donuts, compliments of Farm Credit, make your way down this end. If you're more comfortable standing in the back, that's fine as well. A big welcome to each and every one of you coming out to the city today. We thank you for taking time out of your harvest schedule to come to the land sale. We want you to know we appreciate you driving down here to Marion for the land sale. The reason why we're having the sale down here in our facility and not out on the land is the owners were not able to attend the sale. So we are streaming this sale live on the internet. They're watching us down there in Florida. So that's the reason why we had to come down here to Marion. It was easier for us to do that here in our facility than somewhere else. As advertised, we got an opportunity to purchase 149.51 acres at Canastota Township of Cook County land. The owners of this property are as follows. We have Eileen Rabon, we have John Rabon, we have Mary Lisa Tiller, and Pamela Joyce. Those are the owners of the property. Eileen Rabon maiden name was Cosmo. It's been in their family for over 90 years. This is the first time this property has been available for sale to you to buy in public. Again, we want to thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule and driving down here to Marion. We want a little bit about the property. The legal description on it's a little lengthy because of the former railroad line on it. I'll go to the title insurance to read off the legal description so you understand. The legal on the property we're offering is as follows. The northeast quarter, including the former railroad right-of-way in Section 6, Township 102 North, Range 54 West, except Lot H-1. Of course, those of you that don't know, that is the interstate that's off in the southwest quarter, the northeast quarter, and also except Lot H-1, that's in the southeast quarter, the northeast quarter, and except the land deeded for railroad purposes in Book 80 of deeds, page 347 of Cook County, South Dakota. As indicated in our handout, you'll see that the location of the property is from Canastota, 2.5 miles west, 4.5 north on the west side of the road, or from Salem, 2 east, 3 south, west side of the road, as you see on the map, at the intersection of 443 and 256th Street. At present, if you want to turn your attention to the aerial map on page 2, there's 113.85 acres of tillable land, 31.64 acres of pasture. It does have a dam and, of course, a flowing creek for water source. The balance is in road right-of-ways. Of course, interstate borders it to the south, and we got a minimum maintenance road to the north. We also have a good gravel township road to the east, so good access. The soil rating on the property, if you go to our next page, is a soil rating. It has an overall soil rating of 68.8. Your predominant soil being your cross-plain clearal complex with a rating of 78. You guys can take the time to read through that, see where the different soils show up throughout the property. If you become the new buyer of this property, you'll receive possession for the 2015 crop year. If you want to farm it, you want to lease it, whatever you want to do, that will be up to you, the new buyer. The current tenant is Mr. Brad Nieder. He has the property through March 1st. If you want all tillage rights on this property or do anything else with it prior to that, you'll have to get his approval. I do want you to know that there is an electrified hot wire on the inside perimeter of the pasture. That is the tenant's property. So if you become the buyer of the property, the pasture hot wire will be taken down after closing. The annual taxes on this property are $2,821.58. And again, you got good access to it. If you take some time to look through our handout, you'll see the basin yields are in there. You'll also sign the surveys from where the lot H1 is off for the interstate road right away, and also the title insurance. While we're on title insurance, we'll go through that quickly. Title insurance only shows a few things. One, there's a dam location notice that the Ed Cosgrove got back in 1958 when the dam got put in the pasture. There's also an easement to Northern States Power Company that was later assigned to what's now known as Excel Energy. And Jeremy, if you leave that map up there, if you guys look on the maps where the old railroad line was, there are the power line running where the railroad line was up in the northeast corner of the property. There are, I think I counted 4 power poles. If you see my red line up there on the right screen, there's 4 power poles running in that tillable land up there in that northeast corner. Of course, you have to farm around those once you're aware of that, and there is an actual easement on that to Excel Energy. There's also an easement to TM Rural Water, which is very standard for the road right-of-way ditch where the water line runs. So as far as it goes, as far as the title goes, to you, the new buyer, there's nothing out there affecting the use of the property, no clouds on the title. Basically, you'll receive warranty deed, the best title you can hold the land in the great state of South Dakota. Very clean property as far as the title goes. Again, on this tract, we do have the 13-acre tillable field over here on the west side. You access that through the north side. You have to drop down through that ditch where the creek is to get there. You got your pasture here, and then you got your tillable ground on the east side. It's broken into 2 fields split with corn and beans. We do have, if anybody like to look, we have some maps from the 1940s and the 1960s, former maps of the property that we received from NRCS. Kind of interesting to see how the land's changed over the years. If you look in our handout, you'll see a wetland map on the property. You guys can see where those FWs and FWs are on that. Kind of interesting to put that current wetland map up against the older maps that are there. You kind of see some of those wetlands developed from the interstate going in. We did get that information so that if you're a new buyer and you're thinking of tiling this property, you can use that information to get a new certified wetland determination done. So we will provide a copy of those to you. If anybody'd like to look at those maps while we're going, we have copies here. I can get them to any of the gentlemen here today. A little bit about the terms. Terms is it's a cash sale, 15%, non-refundable down today. We just hope that if you're going to bid buy on this property, that you close, and the closing date will be November 24th, 2014. If you cannot close, your down payment check will be refunded. You'll enter into a purchase agreement with Dale Strasser, a Strasser Law Office over in Freeman. You will make your down payment check out to him, and we'll be closing with him in about 30 days. You will receive warranty deed on this property. The best title, as I said, you can hold the land in the great state of South Dakota. We'll do that through the cost of title insurance, and the title insurance cost will be split 50-50 between the buyer and seller. If you're borrowing money and you need a lender's policy above and beyond the typical owner's policy, that additional cost for that rider will be paid 100% by the buyer. The seller's going to pay all the 2014 taxes in full. You'll take over as the buyer of the 2015 taxes paying forward. We are going to be selling this property subject to the easements. The easements are the power and the water easements that are out there, and of course the power poles that are across that northeast corner. One thing, along the east side there, you guys will notice there's a rock pile. If you look on the old wetland map, there used to be a building site there. Talking to the family, that building site went down sometime in the 80s. That's kind of where all the rocks came from, was from the foundations from those former buildings that were there. As far as anything else, we tried to arm the buyer with as much information on the property as we could. Take time to look through our handout. Is there any questions anybody may have in regard to this property before we get started? Again, we want to thank you for coming down to the sale. And also, as I indicated, the electrified hot wire fence inside the pasture is owned by the tenant. That will be removed, is not included with the real estate. Any other questions that you may have, ladies and gentlemen? If you have any questions, we're sure here to help. We're Weeman Land and Auction Company out of Marion, South Dakota. We're represented here today by Kevin Weeman at the mic. I got Gary Weeman to my left. I got Ronald W. Lighthizer. The W stands for Wagon Master. Changes every time, I tell you what. In case you have any questions, we're here to help. And again, Dale Strasser will be taking your down payment check and closing this transaction for you. I want to thank the family for hiring us to put this land up for sale to you to buy in public. And ladies and gentlemen, if there are any questions, you guys are here to buy land, we're here to sell land, we're going to make a deal happen. Yes, sir. All right, we got 2 bids to start. Our first bid was for $2,000. I got another one for $3,000 an acre. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be selling by the acre and times 149.51 acres. That is what it's taxed and assessed at, and that's what we're going to sell it as. And what do you want to get for it? I got 3,000, now 4. I'm at 3,000, now 4,000, now 4, now 5. I'm at 4,000, now 5,000, now 4,500. I have 4,000 bid asking 4,500 an acre. I'm at 4,000, now 4,500, about 4,000, now 4,500 an acre. I have 4,000 my current bid. I'm asking for 4,500 an acre. I have 4,000, now 4,500, about 4,000, now 4,500. I have 4,000 my current bid. We're asking for 4,500. Chance to add acres in Canastota Township, McCook County. I have 4,000, now 4,500, about 4,000, now 4,500 an acre. A mix of tillable and pasture land for you guys in livestock and crop production, whichever way you want to go. I got 4,000 that bid, asking 4,500. I'm at 4,000, now 4,500, about 4,000. Who give me 4,250 an acre? Our current bid stands at 4,000 an acre. Anybody want to raise to 42 and a half? 4,000 is bid. Now 2 and a half. Now 4,000, now 42 and a half. 4,000, now 42 and a half to buy here. Now 42. Thank you. Now 2. I have 4,100 bid. Gary, you're out at 4,200. 2. Now 3. I'm 4,200, now 4,300 to buy here. 4,200, now 4,300 to buy here. Now 4,300. As soon as you're in, you're out again, sir. I have 4,200 bid. Now 3. I'm at 4,200 bid. Now 4,300 to buy here. 4,200 asking $4,300 an acre. And again, first time been in this family, Cosmo and the Rabon 3, thinking now 4. I'm at 43, now 44, now 5. I'm at 44, now 4,500, about 4,400, asking $4,500 an acre. 4,400 is our current bid. I'm asking for $4,500 an acre. Opportunity to add acres to your operation here in Canastota Township. Current bid stands at $4,400 an acre. Anybody want to raise to $4,500 an acre? Thank you. Now 6. I have 4,500 current bid. 6. Now 7. I'm at 4,600 bid. Now 4,700. About 4,600 is bid. Asking $4,700 an acre. $4,700 an acre. Ladies and gentlemen, opportunity here today. McCook County land, Canastota Township. Percentage tillable, percentage of pasture. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of opportunity here. Current bid stands at $4,600 an acre. I'm asking for $4,700 an acre. 4,600 is the current bid. Now 700. I'm at 4,600 bid. Now 4,700. About 4,600. Asking $4,700 an acre. $4,700 an acre. Again, you get the farm operated for the 2015 crop year. Got a whale of a crop sitting on it. Current bid stands at $4,600. Asking $4,700 an acre. $4,700 an acre. Again, I'll go through the terms. Cash sale, 15% down today. Balance on or before November 24th, 2014. You'll get landlord's possession at that time. Of course, the tenant has right to the property March 1. If you want to do anything out there prior to that, you'll have to get approval from Mr. Nieder. Our current bid stands at $4,600. Anybody want to raise to $4,700 an acre? Opportunity to purchase land right here today. $4,600. Now 7. I'm at $4,600. Bid on 47. I'm going to buy me. $4,600 is bid. Asking $4,700 an acre. $4,700 an acre. If you're an investor, if you're an operator, it's like an opportunity time to buy, ladies and gentlemen. $4,600 is bid. I'm asking for $4,700 an acre. $4,700 an acre. Current bid stands at $4,600. Anybody want to raise to $4,700 an acre? I take 46 and a half if they want to bid in the back. 46 and a half, gentlemen. I have 4,600 bid. Now a half. I'm at 4,600 bid. We're not 6 and a half. Pay 4,600 bid. Asking $4,650 an acre. Ladies and gentlemen, opportunity, whether you're a livestock producer, whether you're a grain producer right here, ladies and gentlemen, you know how many times this land changes hands. I've been in the family for over 90 years. First time up for sale to you to buy in public, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in the land, nothing to wait for. Today's the day, tomorrow's too late. The current bid stands at $4,600 an acre. Anybody want to raise to $4,650 an acre? 46 and a half. $4,650 an acre. Thank you. Now 7. I have 4650 bid. We're asking for 47. Thank you. Now half. I have 4,700 bid. Now half. I'm 4,700 bid on a 47 and a half. 4,700 on a 7 and a half, sir. 4,750 an acre. Thank you. Now 4,800. Yes. Now half. I'm 4,800 bid on 8 and a half. 4,800 bid on 8 and a half. 4,800 is bid. We're asking for 4,850 an acre. 4,850 an acre. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about tiling, you do have a natural blue line already in this property. You know, with a little work, it's some sort of wetland determinations change. You can probably tile a lot of the areas out of this property. Really increase overall productivity of it. Our current bid stands at $4,800 an acre. Does anybody want to raise to 4,850 an acre? 48 and a half. 4850. I'm at 4,800 and a half here. 4,850 to buy here. Now 8 and a half. 48 and a half. I have 4,800 our current bid. We're asking for 4,850 an acre. Again, if you're an investor, whether you're a farmer or operator, opportunity to add acres to your portfolio here today. Our current bid stands at 4,800. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for your time coming out, breaking from harvest. It sounds like we're going to get some rain this afternoon, so we hope your harvest is a bountiful one and safe one for everybody. Our current bid stands at $4,800. I'm going to call our sellers by phone. I'll be right back with you. We'll probably take a 5-minute recess, give you an opportunity here to talk to anybody. In the meantime, if you'd like some coffee, donuts, compliments, and farm credit, sure do that. We'll be back with you here in about 5 minutes. Test 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience while we took a break. I did talk to Mary Lee and her sister down there in Florida, and kind of an emotional day for them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you own land and you've been in their family this long, kind of an emotional day to sell, but as the good book says, there's a day to buy and a day to sell, and today's the day to sell. They definitely said the property was sold today. So you bidders know we already have a signed purchase agreement from them. So if you become the top bidder here today, you'll enter in the purchase agreement. It's already signed by the sellers with Mr. Strasser, and we'll proceed from there. So we're going to have a confirmed sale on the property. One thing the family wanted me to let you know is that the pasture, as far as they know, has always been pasture. It's all native pasture. Never been broke, ladies and gentlemen. And opportunity to buy pasture land, if you want tillable land, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of opportunity here. And as I indicated, last bidder buys the property. So all I can tell you is don't let the woulda, shoulda, couldas get you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. If you want the land, get in there and bid. Our last bid on the property was $4,800 an acre. Does anybody want to raise to 48.5? Again, it'll be times 149.51 acres at Canastota Township with Cook County land. I got 4,800 now half. I'm 4,850 give you 4,850 4,850 an acre. 4,800 is bid. Now half. I'm 4,850 give you 4,850 an acre. Current bid stands at 4,800. Asking a half. I'm 4,850 give you 4,800 asking 4,850 an acre. 48.5. I have 4,800 our current bid. I'm asking for 4,850 an acre. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you become the buyer, you'll enter into a purchase agreement with us, provide us your 15% down, close in 30 days from today. Our last bid is 4,800 an acre. You gentlemen want to raise to 48.5. I'm 4,850 4,850 an acre. And as it's been published, land changes on average in the state of South Dakota once every 102 years. You want the land, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like you're going to get a lot of opportunity in your farming career. If you want the land, get in there and bid. I got 4,800 bid, 8.5. I'm 4,850 4,800 is bid. Ask it, 4,850 an acre. 48.5, ladies and gentlemen. If you want the land, get in there and bid. Our last bid is 4,800 is bid. Ask it, 48.5. 4,850 an acre. Again, I talked to the family. If you guys are done bidding, we're not here to play any games. If you're done bidding, we're going to put her in the bank. Let you guys get back to combining. I know that's on a lot of your minds here today. Our current bid stands at 4,800. Ask it, 4,850 an acre. 48.5. 4,850 an acre. And as I said, if you want it, don't let the woulda, shoulda, couldas get you. You want the land, get in there and bid, gentlemen. I got 4,800 bid, 8.5. I'm at 4,800 bid, 8.5. Give you 4,800 bid. Asking 4,850 an acre. 48.5. I have 4,800 our current bid. If we want to raise to 4,850 an acre. 48.5. Again, ladies and gentlemen, opportunity to buy here today. We're not here to beg you. You're judge and jury. If that's what that land is worth, we're going to let her go, ladies and gentlemen. Our current bid stands at $4,800 an acre. And I know that things have changed since last year off the highs of 13. Ladies and gentlemen, we still need land. It's still the basis of all wealth here in the great country we live in.
How you doing?
It's something you can hand down to the next generation. Mortgage, see, touch, and feel, ladies and gentlemen. You all know if you had money in the stock market, it's an up and down roller coaster. Land's been pretty solid, the good and the bad, ladies and gentlemen. Our current bid stands at $4,800 an acre. Whether you're a farmer, operator, investor, whatever you may be, opportunity to add acres here today. I got 4,800 bid. Now 8.5. I'm 4,850 4,850 an acre. I have 4,800 a current bid. Asking for 4,850 an acre. And if you guys are done, we'll put her in the bank for the family. I have 4,800 our current bid. Anybody else want to raise to 4,850 an acre? 48 and a half. Current bids at 4,800. Anybody else want to raise to 48 and a half? Even if you didn't come here to buy land today, ladies and gentlemen, you think it looks right, get in there and bid. 48 and a half. I have 4,800 bid. Now 8 and a half. I'm 4,800 bid on 8 and a half. Here, 4,800 bid on 850. 48 and a half. That's times 149.51 acres, Canastota Township, Cook County land. As far as the title work goes, a very clean piece of property, nothing to affect you, the new buyer. Only thing you gotta deal with is the power poles out there from XL Energy, and the easements for power and water. 4,800 is our current bid. If you guys are done, I think we went around the crowd. We're gonna put her in the bank if you guys are done. I got 4,800 is our current bid. You need a moment, we'll sure give it to you. I got 4,800 our current bid. We're asking for 4,850 an acre. 40, ladies and gentlemen. 4,850 an acre. 4,800 is our current bid. We're asking for 48 and a half. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to push anybody. You guys have all said you're done bidding. Well, since you're beating her to death, we're just going to knock her off then, ladies and gentlemen. Our current bid stands at 4,800. Anybody want to give me 48 and a quarter in the back? 4,825. I got 4,800 bid. Now 8 and a quarter. I'm at 4,800 bid on 8 and a quarter. Then 4,800 bid on 4,825 an acre. 4,800 is your current bid. We're asking for 4,825 an acre. That's times 141.951 acres. Taxed and assessed at 48 and a quarter. I have 4,800 our current bid. And again, I want to thank you guys for driving down here to Marion so we can stream this auction live to the sellers down here in Florida. I want to thank you guys for making the trip down. 4,800 is our current bid. I think we talked to all our different bidders. 4,800 is our current bid. I'm asking for 4,825 an acre. Well, you're judge and jury, gentlemen. If you're done bidding, we're going to put her in the bank. I got 4,800 bid. Now 8 and a quarter. I'm at 4,808. I got 4,800 bid. We're asking for 4,825 an acre. 48 and a quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some more land sales tomorrow. We got 400 acres up there in Lake County pasture. We're gonna have that at Nikki's Restaurant right outside, right there on the edge of Madison. Got 3 land sales next week. Lots more sales coming. Check our website, listen to the radio. I want to thank you all for coming out. Our current bid stands at $4,800 an acre. I want to thank our 3 different bidders we had on the property. Current bid stands at $4,800 an acre. Anybody else at 48 and a quarter? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank our different bidders. I got 4,800 bid. Now 8 and a quarter. I'm at 4,800 bid on 825 here. 4,800 48 and a quarter by here. Now 48 and a quarter. If you're done, ladies and gentlemen, 48 and a quarter. I'm at 4,800 bid on 825 here. 4,800 48 and a quarter. 48 and a quarter. Oh, and the left 48 and a quarter and a half. Sold the land for $4,800 an acre to Mr. Ronald Chase and his wife Monica Chase. We want to thank the buyers and all the different bidders we had on the property. Again, we got other sales coming. Make sure to grab another donut, cup of coffee on the way out. Compliments of Farm Credit. We'll do some paperwork, and I hope you guys all have a safe and bountiful 2014 harvest. And thank you one and all for coming out today.
Right there.